Morning, guys. This morning we'll be working on my wife's 2019 Suburban. Be rotating the tires, changing the oil, putting a set of spark plugs in it. Potentially looking at these struts that are blowing out and seeing if we can't get a replacement set for them. Raining here today, so it'll be a shop day full of maintenance and stuff I've been neglecting because I tell myself I don't have time, but in reality I just get sidetracked and start doing other stuff that's funner than what I should be doing. Hopefully Sunday we get the motor back for the Bronco here and the transmission. Had a bunch of parts for it and just been waiting on the motor guy to get it finished up. So stay tuned for that. That's coming. Promise you guys I'd do a full putting it back together, a full video of it, and just getting it running and whatnot. So the time has finally come. Hopefully in the next week or two we can start doing that. We gotta, I should probably get this out of the rain, but yeah, we got a bed full of parts here that we need to get installed. You know, Chevy sure does make it nice to change oil, unlike my Dodge. Oil filter's up in the fender well, you gotta turn it sideways, you gotta have a special tool so you don't leak oil everywhere. You know, why can't they all just, who tightened this last? Good night. Holy, use a 1/2 inch impact? That's probably me. But yeah, no, I mean, Chevy, they really thought of it. Look at that, you know, oil filter, drain plug, pretty simple. Guarantee I still make a mess though, you know. Have a car lift, you don't make as much of a, see, gosh dang it, see what happens there, you know, I should have grabbed a rag. But anyways, you know, it never fails. Get all the nice stuff, you don't think you're gonna make a mess, and you end up making a mess anyways. Oh yeah, she's a little overdue. Nice and black. Well, this car's been good to her. We got 88,000 miles on it. Haven't had to do anything, but like I said, the struts are blown out, and oh, you know, the dealership wants $1,000 a piece because it's a stupid air ride. You know, not air ride, the electronic, whatever. Faster you go, harder, softer it gets, whatever they want to call it. But you know, I did buy a set of leveling struts for it. Thinking about putting those on, figuring out a way to trick the sensor so our dash doesn't look like a Christmas tree lit up, you know. There's got to be a YouTube video out there I'm sure I'll find and watch and figure it out, but I highly doubt we'll get to that today, but you never know, I might get motivated here. Well, what do you know, people? I'm a dummy. Bought the wrong oil filter, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I did this last time. And this time, I'm going to do the right thing and go back to the auto parts store and get the correct one. Because last time, I said, this one can make it another 5,000 miles, and threw that one right back on her. You know, what most people would do. Well, at least me. Anyways, I was looking at this thing. I think we should put an exhaust system on this hot rod. You think she'll notice? I don't know. I mean, I think we can get a few more ponies out of this hot rod here. Gosh dang it, people. Don't you know I'm off today? Be right back. Alright, guys. Let's make another run over to the auto parts store today. Take you guys along with me. You know, don't want you to miss out on any cool stuff. Ooh, there she is. Oh, my key fob not detected. Should really buy a battery one there. You know, where is the battery in this hot rod anyways? I gotta push a button. It's my theft deterrent. Make sure I got my wallet. Nope. Yep, got it. Check. Oh. We really ought to get this old girl in the shop. It's pretty sad. You know, people, you really can't beat the weather out here. It's hot as heck in the summertime, and it's horrible, and it sucks. But these winter months, beautiful. Take this all day long. Look at all these people come down here, camp in the desert because it's so beautiful. I don't know why they chose this spot, but they did. Some people camp in washes. Makes no sense to me. But to each their own. You guys do you. Oh, there's the airport, guys. That's where I keep my private jet and my Black Hawk helicopter and all my other fun toys. So maybe I'll take you guys there and show you one day. Just kidding. Be a lot cooler if I did have Black Hawk, helicopters, private jet. But maybe one day, if you guys like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, maybe I'll make it big and then I can get one. And I can show you guys, take you along, fly up and down the river, all the cool stuff. So make sure you like and subscribe. Now I know what you're all thinking. Really? You're gonna go to AutoZone? Trust me, I don't like this place just as much as you don't, but convenience is key. You know, O'Reilly's and Jack's, it's all the way on the other side of town, and I live on the far other side. So we are definitely coming here so we can get the right oil filter and get out. This guy's about to ask me if I have four-wheel drive, AC, what size windshield wipers I have. You know, all I want is the right oil filter. So I better just look it up myself. Alright, we got the oil filter. And I should take back all those mean things I just said about the guy inside before I walked in. You know, never judge a book by its cover. He was very helpful. He didn't ask me any dumb questions. Imagine that. Let's get this oil change done. Folks, there goes my helicopter. You know, got my mechanic out testing her out for me. Make sure it's safe. Probably can't see it, but she's there. Promise. That's it. You know what I love about, you know, how your car wants to tell you how many miles per gallon you're getting? I love that this Dodge lies to me all the time. 13 and a half? I wish. It's more like 8 and a half on a good day. Nothing more than 5.5 to 6 towing. You know, buy a dually, they said. It'll be fun. All right, peeps. We are back. We are back. We are back. Let's get this oil change done. I never showed you guys. All the concrete done, base around the shop. Turned out pretty good, I must say so myself. Now, the only question is, when will I get my first crack? Maybe when I pull that hot rod on there, or that one, or back toy hauler in, you never know. We'll give it a little bit. For those of you wondering, PF64 is not the right oil filter. We'll put that on the shelf, or maybe one day we'll have something we'll use it for. PF63 supposedly is the right oil filter. Now, that I don't know. I trusted AutoZone, but we'll check it out. See if we're done draining the oil over here. Oh, look at that. Little to no mess. Can't beat it, folks. Didn't even get any on the ground yet. I mean, the job's not done, but you never know. Oh, I think we're good. You know, you can never have enough brake cleaner. This one-handed stuff's kind of hard. Yeah, let's just spray this off a little bit, you know. Get all the residue off there. Do a real good job of cleaning her up. You know, nothing but the best for the wife. And also, I don't want oil stains on the driveway, so there's that. But, you know, we'll just, nothing but the best. Oh yeah, she's clean. Little mechanic's tip here, you know. Fill it up with the oil filter up with some oil before you spin her on, you know, therefore you don't have a dry start. You only do that when the oil filter is straight up and down, though. Kind of hard when it's sideways. Probably should have checked to make sure this spun on there first. Really got a lot of faith in the AutoZone mechanic there. You know these things cost $12 now? Ridiculous. These motors hold 8 quarts now. I can't believe that. It's all about them MPGs though, you know. Get all 0 weight 20. You know, yeah. Make the oil real thin. So, you know, it takes less to spin the motor, better fuel economy, you know. Some genius engineer came up with that idea. Like the old school stuff, you know, motor oil for the Blazer over there, 5W30. All right, let's do this without making a mess. No promises. Oh, I gotta write the mileage and date on the oil filter too. Another mechanic's tip in case you were wondering. Therefore, you don't forget. Now, you want to crank this down as hard as you can get it so it's impossible to get off the next time and you make a mess everywhere. That's what I usually like to do. You know, really, you're just supposed to get it snug like that. Nice and snug. For my next trick, I'll show you a real good one. You guys are going to be impressed with this one. Hang on, let's get a rag. What did I do with it? Well, this, oh, I put it right there on the magnet holder. Imagine that. Always make sure that O-ring's on there too so I don't leak oil later. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find your biggest impact. This bad Johnny should work right here. 3/4 inch, you know. Come over here, get a 15 millimeter. That's what size it is. 15 millimeter chrome socket, you know. The good kind. You gotta come over here. Get the adapter. Where's it at? Oh, no, wrong way. Wrong way. Do I not have one? Oh, right here. That on there like that. Now you're going to want to use this to tighten the oil filter. Ta, 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 ta. You want to go till it starts to spin right before you strip it. That's how you know it's tight. Just kidding, folks. What did I do with that 15? I put it over here. So that's the problem. When you got a lot of room, you got a lot of room to drop stuff off, you know, and put it in a bunch of different places. I want to snug this up right before she strips. That's how tight you're supposed to get it. I think that's good. I don't think we should have any problems with that. All right. Now next, you're going to want to get a pin. I like a paint marker right here. Shake it up. Shake it up. And then you're going to want to write the date. Well, the date. I like the mileage, you know. That works too. This whole one-handed stuff, I give it to you YouTubers out there that can do all this, you know, film, and also, what's going on here? Paint markers are stupid, by the way. All right, let's go ahead and write this. 88,676 miles. That's a lot of miles to Walmart and back. And you can't forget Albertsons and the pet store and everywhere else we go every day. All right, I think we're good. What else we got to do under here? Tight, tight. All right, let's lower her down, people. All right, we got her lowered down. Let's pop the hood on this bad Johnny. Yeah. Oh, she's dirty. She is dirty. All right, now what you're going to want to do is make sure you put oil in it before you forget. Start doing other things. And the wife comes out, I need my car. And you're like, all right, go ahead and take it. And then next thing you know, you got a little bit of a rod knock. You know, no oil in there. Funnel. We need a funnel. Where do those live? I should really get a tripod. Oh, there's a funnel. I'll check that out. You know, we'll wipe the dust out of her real quick. This is the fun part, not making a mess everywhere. Put the funnel like that. Right. Sorry guys, you're not going to be able to see me pour the oil because I can't do both. So stand. Alright, got all the oil in. There's proof. So another little mechanic's tip, you know, if you put your oil cap right there, you'll never forget to put it back on because you go to shut the hood and it'll hit it and it won't shut and you'll be like, what is that? And you're like, oh yeah, you dummy, forgot to put the oil cap on. So fun little tip of the day. Stick around for more, I got plenty more. All right, see, if you notice, I didn't lower it all the way to the ground yet because I'm going to rotate these tires. She's got quite a few miles on these tires that I haven't rotated. Like I said, I've been slacking, I know, you know. But we're going to take care of that today. Let's check out the brakes on this hot rod here. Oh, check that out. Original brakes, 88,000 miles. She really knows how to drive. You know, still got more than half the pad left. She's, can't really see. They look good. I guess we'll just wait for them to start making noise. Or we find a light. Let's find a light, people. What did I do? Did I not bring? Maybe I left my phones in the truck. Oh, doesn't she look good? Ha. Nobody can call me if my phones are in here. Well, they can. I just won't answer. Whoa. Whole iPhone to the rescue, you know, best flashlight in town. Oh yeah, oh, yeah, she looks good. Take my word. See, these are the struts. Oh yeah, see a lot of oil? Man, she sure does like to off-road. Yeah, see, we gotta trick this thing somehow, some way. We got problems. We'll fix it though. All right, we got the tires rotated. Mechanic tip number 432. Don't forget to put this back in the glove box. Done that a time or two. If you ever get a flat, kind of SOL, know what I'm saying? So, let's just throw it right here. Close enough. All right, let's lower this bad Johnny down and get the plugs installed. Should be a fun-filled job. Alright, it's back on the ground, but I got ahead of myself. I'm going to go back in the car. Get that lock out of the car. Because we forgot to torque the wheels. And my kids and my wife ride in this hot rod, and I want to make sure the wheels are torqued. Now, if it was me driving it, I would have just had faith in that old half-inch Milwaukee Impact and called it good. But seems how it's the wife's mom-mobile, we might as well torque them. Like the Special Olympics right here. Oh, that half-inch Impact there did all right. Oh, shoot. We don't even need to torque these things, but we will. I really need a cameraman if anybody wants to come record for me, you know. Go to the top with me, you know. One day we'll make it big. Oh yeah. Right before you break it. Oh. All right. On to the next side. In case you guys are wondering what kind of torque wrench I'm using, it's a Snap-on. No big deal. Harbor Freight for the win. Got my custom light. Works pretty well. Amazon. Cheap. Anyways, today we are going to replace the spark plugs. Hopefully... Oh, this side's easier. I should probably start with the easy side. Save the hard side for last. It's usually how I do things. You know. Whoa. We need some coolant there. We're a little on the low side, I would say. Yeah, well, had to have went somewhere. Time to sell it. Gently used 2019 Suburban. Anybody wants one? She's pretty clean. Doesn't use any coolant at all. Be on Marketplace. Check it out later. Not horrible. I've seen worse. I don't know if this thing will focus or not. You guys, bear with me. I'm pretty new to this camera and this whole YouTube thing. You know, hopefully it takes off. I don't even know how to work this thing, to be honest with you. But anyways, we started on the hard side here. And, yeah, it's hard. It's not fun. But we're doing it. Okay, see you in a little bit. Alright, so we've gotten 3 done on the hard side. All those nice things I said about the Chevy engineer that invented the oil pan, or the oil drain plug and the oil filter. I think that guy needs to work in the spark plug section because you guys probably can't see it, but way back there, how am I supposed to get that plug wire off? I can barely get the ones up here off. Chevy, you're killing me. Oh yeah, and for those of you that are paying attention about the old coolant leak, wondering where it's going, I found it. So, you know, we got a little bit of a leak right there on that hose, but I'm going to do like everybody else would and let it develop. I'll wait till middle of summer when it's 120 out and I'm out here changing a coolant line because I'm, you know, just too lazy to do it right now. All right, let me get back to it. All right, we're back. Got all the plugs changed. Passenger side, real pain in the you-know-what. That back one back there, no fun. Only cost me a little bit of blood. Some new scrapes on the hands. But they're all changed. Like I said, I've seen worse and I've seen better. Regardless, brand new set of plugs. Check this bad boy out. Lifesaver right there. Pretty simple, easy little design. Makes for a nice step when you're short like me. Alright, let's check the oil, shall we? Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, I told you I'd make a mess. Whoa, she's all full. Oh yeah, right where we want her. On the dipstick. Oh, see, I'm making a mess. Leaking everywhere. Alright, let's start this hot rod up. Oh, where are the keys? Huh. Oh, shoot. Alright, stand by. Alright, we got them. I don't know why I took them out, but I did. Oh, how many lights do we have on? Oh, imagine that. None. And we have oil pressure. Good sign. Let's go ahead and change the old reset the oil light. How do we do that? No. Oil life remaining 7%. See, I was ahead of schedule. Now, how do you reset? Oop, 100%. Tire pressure. Seeing better. Huh, look at her. 22.3 miles per gallon. 13.8, not bad for a big ol' 6.2 four-wheel drive. 3,000 hours? Good night. This thing's gonna blow up. Who wants to buy it? It's for sale. You know, I'm a firm believer in if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. When we moved and I didn't have the lift and I was busy working, I had my wife take this thing, get the oil changed here and there at the little Jiffy Lube, whatever the heck you want to call it. Those morons would change your air filter for her every time, which whatever, that's fine. But they would use an impact wrench on this and they blew out, oh, you can see it right there. They would break the plastic. I had to come back in here and put fender washers just to hold the dang thing on because they blew out all the plastic and broke it. Don't take it there unless you want to have ruined stuff. Yeah, they're so quick. They're quick to ruining your stuff. That's what it is. So if you want it done right, do it yourself. If you don't know, watch this video and now you know. Alright, well, seems how we're in the oil changing mood. Maybe we should change the oil on the Blazer here. I've been meaning to do it. Haven't got around to it. So guess we should start by firing it up, I guess. Oh yeah, I was getting the oil filter number this morning. So let's make sure that doesn't leak oil everywhere. That'd be cool. Go ahead and let this warm up. Go ahead and move the general out of the way. Fun fact, in-laws won this at Matt's Off-Road Games last year, 2025. If you haven't seen their channel, go check them out. Pretty cool. Giveaways are real. People do win them. All right, well, we got the Blazer on the left. Fun fact, this Blazer was my uncle's. He passed away, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's now my dad's. I remember when I was a kid, I was probably, I don't know, between, let's say, ages 10 and 15, somewhere in there. I remember my uncle putting this 383 crate motor in this thing. And I thought it was the coolest thing. So now it's my dad's and I got it running for him and we're changing the oil so he can start driving it. Again, Chevy with the filter and the drain plug right next to each other. 1985. They've been doing it since 85. Why can't Dodge get with the program? Some people, I tell you. Alright, let's get to it. Let's get the oil majigger in there. Forgot to get the mileage, so we're going to have to just write the date and hope for the best. Sorry, Dad. Alright, let's make sure I got the right oil filter this time, which I'm pretty sure I did. pH 5. Nothing but the best Valvoline. Valvoline, if you want to sponsor me, I'm sure I'm going to get millions of views off this video. So reach out, email me. Let it drip dry over here. See, didn't even make a mess this time. It's 2 in a row. I mean, we're not done, but hey, I'll take it. Back to the mechanic's tip of the day, right there. Get some oil in this hot rod here. Get it off the lift and on to the next project. All right, guys. Well, it's back together. Oil's in it, filled up. That's it for today. Appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see more of, what you don't like. Like I said, I'm new to all this. Trying to wing it. That's how I usually get by. It's just fake it till you make it, right? Don't let nobody tell you you can't do anything in life, because you can. You just got to try. All right. See you guys.